What's up everyone? It's Monday. I hope everyone had a great Memorial Day weekend. So I just wanted to make a quick short video on coolant leak that I found yesterday on my car. After looking at it a little bit closer, it seems like it's a gasket from the radiator drain plug. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and get coolant, distilled water, and a new gasket and see if that fixes it. I worked today, so that kind of sucked, but double time, so that pays off. Yeah, as you can see behind me, I'm gonna go to the gym for about an hour before I go home and pick up all that stuff to do the coolant flush and everything. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I got a good workout in. I probably burned off all the food I ate over the weekend, including today, since my work grilled out today, and I ate a lot. But so I got the coolant and distilled water. So I didn't mention before, but I'm not going to do a complete flush of the system because I'm just replacing what I've lost through that leak that I had. But I'm heading home and I'll be starting on that. Alright guys, so I'm here in the garage. Finally got home. I got everything I need. I'll show you guys all the stuff that I got quick. I have concentrated coolant. I just get that because I believe that you get more that way because you mix half and half and then you practically end up with 2 bottles. So I also got if I can find where I put them. Oh, here we go. So I got these gaskets, and here's the original plug. It's pretty beat up, but it'll work fine if I just have that new gasket to seal up against the plug. So here I'll just remove this quick release bumper. All I gotta do is take this bolt off and slide it off and get to the bottom of the radiator. I'll use my handy light again. There we go. So yeah, that's what I put in just for now. When last night I took the original off just to get the right size. So I'm going to take that off and just drain a little bit of it. I have the hood popped open. So first I'm going to let a little bit drain because I don't have that big of containers and I really don't want to spill on the ground. So I'm not going to do the actual real drain with the cap off the expansion tank until I get like most of it out. So right there is a steady flow, but that's not how much should actually come out. I just don't want to overflow, but I'll show you guys in a bit the real drain. It'll start pouring out once you take off the cap for the expansion tank. So back to what I was saying, if you guys have a larger drip pan, then use that, but the right way to do it is to take off the expansion tank and the cap for the expansion tank, and I'll show you guys how much more will come out. But yeah, if you want to do it the right way, take off the cap first before you unplug the radiator drain plug. So here you guys will notice the difference once I start to take this off. You can already start to hear the rest coming out. I'm gonna get ready for the next one in case it doesn't fill it up. Yeah, it looks like it might not even fill that one up. Also, for a better drain, you can also jack up the back side of the car and put it on jack stands, and that way it'll drain even faster. So if you guys want to do that, you can also do that. But I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna do it this way. So most people wait about half an hour for that to completely drip out, but like I said, I'm not doing an entire flush. So here I have a half a gallon of distilled water. I'm gonna pour that in here, shake it up, and then fill it and see how much that fills up. And if I'm still left with more to put in, then I'll do it again. I have another bottle. I'll do the same thing, shake it up and put some more in. Alright, so here we have the original plug with the gasket on, and that's mixed up. So I'll go ahead and screw this on, and then we'll see about doing the rest then. So yeah, before I didn't really explain it to you guys, but before I could see little drops of coolant just dripping down that plug. Well, at first I noticed a puddle of coolant every time I parked it, and that kind of scared me a little bit. I was just overthinking things, and all it takes is just to really look, and that'll ease your mind, because that was a pretty simple fix. That gasket that I bought did a pretty good job of doing that. It still has some remaining coolant on it, so I just gotta wipe it down. But yeah, so now it's time to put in some coolant, and then I'll show you guys how to bleed a system on the E30. Yeah, an extra pair of hands would be nice. Can't really film it, but yeah, just pouring it in, and then I'll start the car up and show you how to bleed it, because the E30s do not have a bleeder screw. So I'm not claiming also to be a master of how to do all of this. This is just what I've learned. But if anybody knows of better ways, I'd love to hear it. It would help me out a lot. So yeah, now that I filled up the system, I put the cap back on, and the drain plug looks pretty good. It looks like it's holding up well. I have extra washers, gaskets, in case this one deteriorates pretty quickly too. It looks like it's holding up, but I'll leave a bin under it just in case and see if it still leaks overnight. But alright, now on to the actual car. So I'll show you guys how to bleed the system. I'll grab the keys and start her up. So inside we go. Alright guys, so put the key in, start her up. Now what you want to do is put the heat on high, and my RPM gauge isn't working, so I'm just gonna have to guess, but you want to rev between 1500 and 2000 RPMs for a while. And what you want to do is make sure that your heat is blowing really hot, and that's how you'll know your cooling system's ready. It's not an absolute 100% saying that your coolant system has no air bubbles, but later down the road, if you notice that you do have an air bubble, then you can top it off with coolant and do this again. You want to make sure that it cools down though before you do add the coolant, and then just rev it and do this all over again. I have my temp gauge, so that's very important to have. My car is S52 swapped, so usually a lot of people wait on the water temperature gauges because it's really hard to get this to line up with the actual engine. So I just went ahead and got an aftermarket one. Alright, you guys can't tell, but it's blowing really hot air now. So it's been about 15 minutes since I started the car. The heat is really hot, so it means it's good. There's no issues as of now. Like I said before, the issues can come up later down the road. When you're driving it, you can have issues. Your cap can either start smoking, meaning you've got some air still in there. But if that does happen, then just go ahead and wait for it to cool down and add some more coolant. And then do the same thing all over again. Looking back under here, it looks good. It looks very dry. I'm happy. Simple fixes are always great. I do have a oil leak from the valve cover gasket, so that's the next thing I'm gonna have to do. I might as well just show you guys right now. Hold on, I'll get the light to get a better view. M-Power. So as you can see, all that residue from oil. And it's leaking down there towards the bottom. You know, a lot of people will tell you BMWs are expensive and don't get one and whatnot. But in reality, what's expensive is the labor. I mean, the valve cover gasket for this S52 is $30. So the labor would be what's expensive. But yeah, guys, I appreciate you watching this video, taking your time to watch this video. Like it and subscribe for more videos on this build, and I'll catch you guys on the flip side.